Holy shit, talk about a cliffhanger that's gonna make you die for the next week's episode to come already, because, oh my god, SAO 2, baby. Forget SAO 1 ever existed, because this shit is kicking so much tail, and I love it. So the beginning of this episode was probably the only bit that I would say was a little bit slow, whatever. It was a little bit more build up and a little bit more suspense, learning a little bit more about different things and kind of Kirito coming to more conclusions regarding the identity of these people and maybe some more tricks that they're up to, because he kind of went back and started thinking, okay, there was 10 Laughing Coffin members and numbers aren't adding up here. It feels as though there's a couple people missing. So not only is everything just in a disarray at this point, and it's kind of like, holy shit, they're probably inside of everyone's rooms right now ready to kill them, but also now the numbers is looking fishy on how many people have died so far in the game and whatnot. So definitely things are looking very, very interesting at the moment and mysterious. And oh my god, art and animation, specifically art and animations episode, 11 out of 10. Oh my gosh, I keep saying this every week, but I don't know what the budget is or if the DVDs and Blu-rays in Japan sell that well that they can do this, but it looked like I was watching a movie. It looked better than I was watching a movie. I don't even know what the hell that was. It just looked so good. Even the small scenes of, like, you seeing Kirito standing there and the wind is blowing. You see the hair being animated. And it's like, oh my god, how much money are they putting into this shit? It just looks so gorgeous. Every scene when he's getting stabbed up, everything about it just looks so beautiful. I just said him getting stabbed up looked beautiful. Ain't that a bit morbid? Maybe it's just me, but I felt kind of bad when they were referring to Dark Wind. And they were like, well, yeah, we can use him as a decoy to get Death Gun. I was like, goddamn, poor Dark Wind. He never stood a chance. And at this point, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if all the Laughing Coffin members are working all together. Maybe there's like 10 people or some shit, all of them that are going into all of the competitors' rooms one by one. And that's how they're able to navigate from one player to another, because there's so many of them that, okay, we got the job done on this one, let's move to the next one. So it definitely looks as though it could be some massive plan like that, because the amount of diligence that they'd have to do and the amount of things they'd have to do in order to keep this plan going, there might be that many members, which makes you think, holy fuck, this is a lot of fucked up shit and a lot of jail time if they get caught. We got some progression on the Asuna side. She's in the hospital bed now with Kirito, so when he wakes up, he's gonna see his lovely girlfriend there. I mean, is this the best that they could do to make her stay relevant at this point? Because, like, aside from her just being in the hospital bed, I don't know, maybe if there was supposed to be somebody that was gonna come in the hospital and try to kill him or something, I don't know, but as of right now, it's like, yeah, that's the best they got for Asuna. She's in the room. But this episode as well, not only did we get rid of the hiding, but we also got rid of another player, Dark Wind, and we progressed to Kirito versus Death Gun, and Kirito telling Death Gun everything that he knows or thinks he knows about what's going on the outside with their plans. And I really wish SAO 1 had not had so many of the problems that it did with skipping things and whatnot, because when you go back and you see an episode like this, it's like, fuck, so many of these things that they're referencing to, we really didn't get to experience because they just blitzed through everything, and it's like, oh my gosh, this should be stuff that we're looking back and saying, oh, I remember that, that was so crazy and stuff like that. Like when Kirito was like, I don't even want to remember your name. That might have been in SAO 1. I honestly don't remember it because everything just went by so quick, but it really makes me wish that SAO 1, all of it had those same consequences and had all that material in there. Like Alfheim, he really was struggling with these problems, because you go back into this and I'm thinking like, damn man, if only they did this right the first time around, it would have a lot more impact when I'm watching these flashback moments. And this episode showed Kirito ain't perfect. Kirito fucks up sometimes too. He thought he had it all figured out in SAO 1 when he told the dude, I don't even want to know your name. I'm never going to see you again. Ding, 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 motherfucker, your chickens have come to roost. And then with that cliffhanger at the end with Kirito being stabbed the fuck up, so much suspense with this week's episode, so much gorgeous art and animation, so much build-up. I'm like, is he going to survive this? Was this part of their plan? Is she not going to show up and shoot Death Gun in the back? What's going to happen? And I mean, if we've advanced this far with only 12 episodes, I'm guessing that the BOB isn't going to be the entirety of the series. Maybe there's going to be something more to it. Maybe they're going to have to set up a trap later on down the road inside of GGO to catch Death Gun, because I mean, at the end of the day, we're 12 episodes in, and he's fighting Death Gun right there, so I'm imagining we don't have that much more of the BOB. And overall, this week's episode, a great episode this week, honestly. Aside from, like, the beginning maybe being a little bit slow, overall, the build-up and everything, the mystery that we had in this episode, the exposition as to Death Gun and the possibilities of multiple identities being out there, and the fact that Death Gun kind of said he was slightly off regarding what he was saying and didn't look panicked or worried or anything, shows that there's more to the plan than meets the eye, and Kirito's not quite there yet with with finding out everything. So there's still more mystery to come. 9 out of 10 for this week's episode. Great stuff. Art and animation look beautiful. The exposition into Death Gun making it even more mysterious. Asuna did something. Well, she's in his room. Doesn't that count? And Shino not hesitating to pull the trigger, so she got over her little stage of kind of getting so nervous all of a sudden inside the game. She shot him like nothing, so things is moving smooth right now. But seriously, those slow motion shots and just everything about this episode was like breathtaking. I wish every series that I watched had this art and animation level because it was phenomenal. But let me know what you guys think. First of all, anime-only viewers, light novel readers aside, please. What do you guys think is up with this whole thing with Death Gun? Who is he, or who are they, shall I say? Is it all 10 Laughing Coffee members? Why are they doing this? Are they just simply fucking head? Because to me it looks like, just like Kirito said, similar to him wanting to still be a swordsman, it looks like they still want to be murderers. That's what it basically looks like, and they're going to continue doing it. It's almost as if it's post-traumatic stress disorder. And overall thoughts of this week's episode? Crazy shit. Like, I don't know how Kirito's going to get out of being stabbed up so many times. And that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.